Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us here this evening. I'm Jordan Smith. Just days before the primary in New Hampshire, GOP candidate Ron DeSantis has ended his presidential campaign today.
Today, suspending my campaign. I'm proud to have delivered on 100% of my promises, and I will not stop now.
It's because
DeSantis told his supporters in his video message that if there were more he could do on the campaign trail, he would do it. But right now, he does not see a clear path to victory. He said while his campaign for president is ending, he will continue his mission in Florida and show the country how to lead. As we enter the final sprint to the New Hampshire primary, all eyes are on Donald Trump now and Nikki Haley, with Governor Ron DeSantis now ending his campaign. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more.
Tonight, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who had been trailing behind former President Donald Trump and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, dropping out of the presidential race. The decision coming ahead of Tuesday's consequential primary in New Hampshire. DeSantis making the announcement in this video posted to X.
We don't have a clear path to victory. Accordingly, I am today suspending my campaign.
DeSantis, who had been stumping in South Carolina weeks ahead of voting in that state, has been more reflective over his campaign over the past few days, but told our Rachel Scott this on Friday.
As long as I'm in the hunt, that tells me that I have that I'm seeing a pathway. The minute I don't, then I'm not just going to do this for just for my health.
His comments drawing speculation that he was ready to hang it up in New Hampshire. Nikki Haley wishing DeSantis well.
I want to say to Ron, he ran a great race. Having said that, it's now one fella and one lady left.
And Ron is dropping out, and in doing so, he endorsed us.
Now, the two-person race that Nikki Haley and Donald Trump had always framed is officially a showdown, with the former president and his former UN ambassador sharpening their attacks.
The radical left Democrats are supporting Nikki Haley.
What do we know about Donald Trump? He proved when he was president, he's good at breaking things. Well, the country's broken.
A new CNN University of New Hampshire poll has Donald Trump topping Nikki Haley by double digits. In order to gain ground Tuesday, Haley will look to moderates and independents who could swing the state her way. Donald Trump, meanwhile, leaning on his momentum from his Iowa win, looking to tighten his grip on the lead here in New Hampshire by way of his loyal base.
I believe in him. I believe in his policies.
And DeSantis says though he's had disagreements with Trump in the past, he's now endorsing him. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Around the nation, Americans are facing frigid temperatures and dangerous icy conditions. This morning, more than 60 million Americans caught in a deadly blast, of cold temperatures and heavy snow. The wintry storm blamed for at least 55 deaths nationwide. In Maine, sub-freezing temperatures icing over parts of Lake Champlain and the brutal wind chill below zero. In Indiana, more than 3 feet of snow. And here in the inland Northwest, officials are urging drivers to stay safe while on the road. This morning, Idaho State Police investigated several crashes and slide-offs along State Highway 97 near Coeur d'Alene. This morning, the highway was closed due to the freezing rain and poor road conditions. It reopened just before 11 a.m., but drivers are urged to use extreme caution since that road is still very slippery. And Matt, it's not just Coeur d'Alene. We've seen this tale all over the inland Northwest. Those roads are slick out there.
Yeah, freezing rain is just the worst. And unfortunately, it has taken so long this weekend to warm up that we've had to deal with it for an extended period. It was skating rink slick in many places out there last night and early this morning. But some good news here is that we have warmed up this evening quite considerably, and that really helped out road conditions as we got into the afternoon. It's 35 right now in Spokane. It's 33 in Coeur d'Alene. We're in the upper 30s on the Palouse. We're still sitting at freezing, though, as you head north to places like Colville, Bonners Ferry, and Sandpoint tonight. And for those areas, for our northern valleys, that means that we still have a chance for some snow or some sleet or some freezing rain. And you can see there in our radar picture right there moving into Ferry County, that you're seeing a little bit of what the radar is trying to paint as snow, but most likely is a wintry mix. Now, we did just see some rain move through Spokane. It's moving north into places like Deer Park, like the Ratcham area. We're seeing a little bit of light rain, as well as Hayden. If we then take a little bit of a look to the west and to the south, we have some more light rain. Not expecting much more than a drizzle out of this, but you look towards, say, the Grand Coulee, and you start to see that things are a little bit cooler and a little bit icier, unfortunately, as well. And so with these areas from the Waterville Plateau through northeast Washington all the way through the Idaho Panhandle, that means with it still being cold enough to see freezing rain and a little bit of snow and those slick road conditions, winter weather advisory will continue through noon on Monday. After that, everybody pretty much warms up. We can wave goodbye to this freezing rain, but the active weather pattern is not done with us yet. We're talking about rain and warm temperatures in your full forecast coming up.
All right, today in downtown Spokane, a group of local businesses banded together to hold a pop-up clothing drive for the homeless. 4 News Now's Hunter Bertram was there.
Jordan, as you can see behind me, there are still plenty of people that are coming to this event that was put on by just a few businesses here in Spokane that decided to use their platform to help those in need.
So this is our second year doing it, and we really just wanted to put something together.
Something that connected the community in one mission, to help one another.
Between a few different businesses here to try and give back to the community.
Which is what they did. Volunteers spent today not only handing out clothes, but welcoming those in need with a smile, hoping to make a difference.
Yeah, I think for me specifically, it's bigger than business, and I grew up here, so if I can make any sort of difference or bring any sort of value, I'm all for it.
Over the past 2 weeks, Antonio and his partners gathered hundreds of items in hopes of finding them a new owner.
Fortunately, we have enough clothes for as many people that do come, but now we even have people driving around and letting other people know, because that is the hardest thing with this. It's just making sure we have enough stuff, but making sure we're able to get it all out as well.
Beyond hoping all of the donated items find a purpose, Antonio had one main goal for the drive.
One of my goals is I'm hoping that by me doing something like this, it motivates other business owners. As a team, it's crazy what we can accomplish. When you put some people together and work as a community, I think there's a lot that we can do inside the city.
Even though the drive only ran today, you can find more about Antonio's and his partners' missions on our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thanks for that. Meantime, local blood donation centers are calling for more donors right now. The American Red Cross is facing the lowest number of people giving blood in the last 20 years. Many donors canceling their appointments because of the severe winter weather we all saw this week. Vitalent's donor recruitment manager says the center has lost 80% of donors, and the severe weather certainly not helpful.
We've had to cancel several drives because of the winter over the last 2 weeks. And also donors aren't wanting to leave their house, which, I don't blame them if you're getting a foot of snow a day, right?
And because of the weather, the Red Cross says that more than 65 blood drives were canceled last month. If you have a cold or the flu, you cannot donate yet, so please wait and then come back when you're feeling better. To find out where you can donate, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Today, Spokane completed a full snow plow of the city. The maintenance project began last week on Wednesday. Since then, the Public Works Department's plowed over 2,000 lanes of city streets. As temperatures are warming up, you are encouraged to clear away the snow and debris from storm drains to minimize pooling water in the streets. If you notice your block was missed, you can report that by calling 311. Shoveling snow is the tedious job that we all have to do after every snowstorm. And if you haven't done it already, it's likely that snow is already packed and frozen, making it more difficult to clear pathways. If you find yourself in this situation, there are tools that might help make your life a little bit easier. Ace Hardware says that you can use an ice scraper, like the one on your screen here, to break up any ice. And once you've cleared a pathway, you'll want to throw down some ice melter before that freezing rain takes over. They even sell some that's pet friendly, which is pretty cool. This will make sidewalks a lot less slippery. And while shoveling snow is a chore that you might not want to do, one local says it's important to be a good neighbor.
And especially it helps out those people who are more vulnerable in our community, whether they have disabilities and are trying to get around, or whether it helps out our neighbors who may not have the strength and or inspiration to get out and do theirs.
And if you absolutely have to walk around out there in the freezing rain or slippery conditions, they do sell tractions that you can put over your shoes that will dig through the ice and help prevent you from slipping. Still to come on 4 News Now at 6, we'll show you one of our top performing stories online. Plus, it's time for another Air for Adventure. After the break, we'll visit Mirabu Point Park.
And temperatures hovering above freezing around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That should help out our road conditions. Should help out a little bit of snow on those melting snow on those sidewalks as well. As we head through the night, I don't expect much change in our temperatures. I also don't expect much change in our chances for rain, which are pretty high tonight and for tomorrow. We'll take you through your week ahead coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Ironstone Furniture and Fire is making room for new inventory. For a limited time, you can create your ideal space and save on in-stock selections. Sofas, chairs, tables, and more. Comfortable and beautiful furniture makes a house feel like home. Visit our showroom, Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
I'm not just accomplished, I am accomplishing. So I'm doing all I can to help lower my risk of breaking a bone.
For postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture, taking calcium and vitamin D may not be enough. Adding Prolia is proven to help strengthen bones and reduce spine fracture risk by 68% with 1 shot every 6 months. Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Exgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen with Prolia, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Talk to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other fractures have occurred. Serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain have occurred.
I have so much more to accomplish.
Talk to your doctor about Prolia.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping in the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by UFCW.
Welcome back. It's time to head outside to Mirabu Point Park. This hidden gem is a great place to cool off in the summertime, but it does make for some beautiful views in the winter too. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone.
Mirabu Point Park has it all for those who love the outdoors. The 55-acre park offers everything from fishing to hiking, biking, and even rock climbing. For most people, the big draw is the river. The granite rock formations make it easy to hike or just sit and watch the flowing water. In the summer, it's the perfect launch site for a kayak or canoe. The trails throughout the park are great for finding different wildflowers, rock formations, and birds. A little off the beaten path, you'll find a canyon where the rock walls offer climbers of all experience levels a challenge. And if picnicking is more your style, the meadows offer wide open spaces with picnic tables and room to throw a frisbee. The park also has the Centennial Trail running through it. Follow it to the west and you can find a favorite summertime swimming hole. Follow to the east and you'll soon be smelling the scent of fresh donuts. So if you're looking for a little adventure, check out Mirabu Point Park.
Well, other than the rain, it will certainly be nicer temperatures for walking around here over the next weekend. Your local park, 34 and foggy right now in Spokane, 33 and cloudy in Coeur d'Alene. And I don't expect temperatures to get much colder than this tonight. Some of us may just touch freezing very, very briefly later tonight, but that's about it. You can notice here our overnight forecast, just temperatures staying right in that kind of 2-3 degree range of each other. And we've got a pretty decent chance of rain at any given hour of the night, but especially as we head into the early hours of the morning as our next round of wet weather moves in. Now, as we head into Monday, the same thing applies. Not going to be raining all the time, but you've got a decent chance of rain pretty much any hour of the day, and you should probably have some sort of rain gear handy, and the muck boots too, especially with all of the snow and the slush that we're about to see with these temperatures above freezing for an extended period around the metro. Let's fast forward. Let's show you here as we head towards the 7 o'clock hour, light rain showers around Spokane. That'll move into Coeur d'Alene during the 7 p.m. hour. And then we get a bigger push of moisture heading into late tonight, so this is around 11 o'clock. Once again, rain is not going to be super heavy at any point during this. This is more of just the light, steady, inconvenient rain that we're going to see moving across the area. And through the overnight hours and into this early period of the morning, we will have, unfortunately, more chances kind of north of Deer Park, north of the Athol area for more freezing rain, wintry mix, sleet, snow, all that sort of stuff. So still likely will be some slick roads in some of our northern counties as we get the day started. Now, this is about 9 in the morning, so yeah, raincoat out at the bus stop, probably a good idea. We'll continue to see that rain go off and on through the rest of the day. By the evening, though, we'll start to see things kind of wrap up at least a little bit more, especially in eastern Washington. Your best chance of rain for the week is going to be on Monday. Still, though, showers going to be lurking around pretty much every single day. Although at this point, I do think Friday's looking fairly dry. But Tuesday will be drier. The next system is going to be coming in for Wednesday into Thursday morning. Could be cool enough that we may see a little bit of early morning snow come along with that. But with temperatures like this for the overnight, where we're barely just getting down to freezing, for the most part in the valleys and lowlands, we are talking about just plain old rain. And luckily, we can leave the fears of freezing rain behind us with these well above normal low temperatures. You can see we just touched freezing. By the time we get to Friday, we're only hovering right around 31, so not a whole lot of changes here over the next few days. The one change that we are going to see is as we get into next weekend, it looks like temperatures are about to take another jump. And I tell you what, it may get even warmer than that heading past next weekend and into the following week. February 4th, January 29th to February 4th, looks like we are going to be considerably warmer than where we have been lately around the inland northwest. So just something to keep in mind. Also going to be watching for the possibility of a few snowflakes. Not likely going to be any major road impact, though, as we head into Thursday morning from that Wednesday night system. So, Jordan, quite a bit of a different forecast than what we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, a pretty favorable jump in temperatures from what we saw this last week, Matt. Some good news on the horizon there. Well, some breaking news to get to here tonight. More than 2,000 people are without power over in Sandpoint. This happened just before 5 o'clock. It sounds like that was the result of some extreme weather taking place over there. Crews are currently en route and working to restore power. So far, 0 have been restored. For more information and a map of that outage, you can visit our website, kxly.com. Meantime, here is one of the top stories on our website right now. The University of Idaho says it's supporting its volleyball team following allegations that coach Chris Gonzalez abused, bullied, and acted inappropriately towards players. A case manager from the dean's office will monitor all team practices, meetings, and activities and be there anytime a player requests the support. You can read the whole story on our website, kxly.com. The Washington State Cougars were looking to make it 3 wins in a row. Coming up in sports, Alex Crescenti shows us if they could get the job done over Arizona, or would the Wildcats spoil the end of the weekend down in Pullman.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When I was little, my friends and I used to build bicycles and race go-karts. When we got older, we rode motorbikes. I always knew someday my family would own a dealership that sold really cool rides that drove fast at great prices. Today, our Cal Superstores in Erie Heights and Coeur d'Alene specialize in selling the very best used vehicles in the region. We know this is a big purchase in your life, and we want you to be proud of where you bought it from.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
After driving cattle in the 1880s, hitting the hay could be a literal experience. But some lucky cowpokes got to sack out in a brand new Sealy mattress. And after 140 years, Sealy is still delivering a great night's sleep. That's why Denver Mattress is proud to offer the Sealy Posturepedic Plus Hybrid. With cool-to-touch covers, body-hugging memory foams, and motion-reducing coils, you'll sleep cooler and more comfortably all night long. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Sealy.
Andes Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your comfort is Andes' priority. Get ready for the cold with a high-efficiency furnace from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andes offers a wide range of top-quality heating systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andes' team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can trust Andes to diagnose and fix any issue efficiently. Andes Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
Magical moments, snowy adventures, warming up, making memories, a winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Well, just a week ago, it looked like the sky was falling on the Gonzaga Bulldogs. They were coming off their 5th loss of the season and dropped out of the top 25 for the first time in 8 years. But a trip down to Southern California seemed to do wonders for them. Last night, they went into San Diego and absolutely took it to the Toreros in the Bulldogs' 105-63 win. Redshirt freshman Braden Huff continued to impress as he led all scores with 26 points, a career high for him. With the win, the Zags improved to 13-5 on the season. They're going to return home this week for a matchup against San Francisco on Thursday evening. Now, while there have been plenty of record-setting performances for Gonzaga so far this season, there is one that got a bit lost in the mix this week, and that involves senior guard Caitlin Trong. On Thursday night, she broke the tie with Ellie Tinkle for the most games played in program history with 144 over the last 5 seasons. Trong has been so instrumental in all of the Zags' success, but it wasn't until last season where she had her breakout moment, being named the WCC Player of the Year and an All-American.
I told someone I feel a little old because it's just wear and tear on your body, but I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to play, and all glory to God for keeping me healthy and all that. Especially the supporting staff too, like Kendall, Coach Mike, and coaches, and it's always fun playing with my teammates, so I'm forever grateful.
Now, next up for the Bulldogs, going to be a trip down to the Bay Area. They're going to take on Santa Clara Thursday night and then San Francisco Saturday. And when the polls come out tomorrow, we expect them to rise a spot or 2 in the rankings from their current ranking of 17. Now, let's head out to Pullman, where the Washington State Cougars were looking to make it 3 wins in a row. They took on Arizona earlier this afternoon. Early on in the first quarter, Wildcats with the lead, but they leave Tara Wallach wide open in the corner, and she connects to tie this game up. Just the start of a big day for her. Later in the quarter, Charlize Ledger-Walker taking the ball up the court, finds Wallach, and she gets the catch and shoot 3 to go down. Final seconds of the period, off a pick and roll, Eleonora Villa, the freshman, beats the buzzer with this long 2, and the Cougs go up by 1. Fast forward to the third, though. Wazoo still holding on to that small lead. Bella Murikatete with the spin, the shot that goes down, and the foul. All part of a 16-point day for her. Cougs also getting it done on the defensive end. After a bad Arizona pass, Ledger-Walker picks it off, takes it up court, finds a trailing Wallach. She finishes with the layup.
to give the team some breathing room. What's one more, though, for good measure? Wallach again gets the pass inside, gets the basket, and one. She finishes with a team-high 20 points. Washington State gets that 78-57 win against the Wildcats to improve to 14-5 on the season. And that's important because the schedule upcoming for the Cougs, not easy. They're going to travel down to Los Angeles to take on number 5 UCLA and USC. Then it's back home to face number 3 Colorado and number 20 Utah. And finally, a week later, it's going to be back in Beasley for Cal and number 8 Stanford. Certainly not an easy task there. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Foothills Mazda.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off. From refinishing cabinets, doors, and trim to painting walls and ceilings, Everhart Painting has you covered. Everhart Painting has been Spokane's premier painting contractor for over 50 years. Call now for our winter special. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this winter. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region. Only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Family, friends, and smiles as big as the wide open vistas. Relax in a beautiful condo just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our new covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Your winter adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
Much warmer temperatures, especially during the afternoons. We will see quite a bit of rain this week, but it's not going to add up too much of anything. Instead, it's just going to add a little bit of extra wetness onto all the mud and the melting snow that we'll see over the next few days.
This has not been a very fun winter, I will say. We went from negative like 20 degrees to now it's 45 degrees. This ebb and flow is very bizarre.
There has not been a lot of middle ground, I would say, so far this winter. So, hey, you know, there's still February. There's a chance.
We're hanging on to
maybe.
hope. See you at 11.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.